The given problem statement, be it a 8 puzzle, the problem statement to be solved is given a state and reach a goal state. Second, also Rubik cube, also you have the same situation. You have to match all the colored cubes and then make one so many panels of colors. Then again, in you can say the man goat problem, we had given one state, you had to enter into one state. Also, in your water jug problem, you had given one state and you had to go for the required state, is it not? So, when you are moving into one problem statement, if you are in the artificial intelligence domain, the agent, the intelligent agent has to go through several states. Okay, it has to go through several intermediate states, and then only it will reach the final state, which we call as a goal state. Now, how to do systematically? Okay, we can't go very like a random method. We have to make it easy. So, what is that which is making us easier is the search algorithm technique. Okay, this technique helps us basically to enter into a very simple part. Now, you have to understand. See, whenever there is some problem, we try to go for the search. Is it not? For example, when you are given one, suppose you are supposed make you are to find out the project. What do? You are given a problem. You go for a search. Is it not? We keep on searching. Is it not? So that what exactly is this search to do with our problem? So here we can say that unless you search for the solution, you will not be able to solve the problem. That is what the aim behind this search algorithm to be studied in the artificial intelligence. Now, basically, the search algorithms are of two types. They are of two types, uninformed and informed. Uninformed means we are moving very blindly. We have no knowledge of the domain. We are having no memory. We are simply moving blindly, we can say. We have no information. That is why it is called as uninformed. And the other thing is we have some information about the past situations, and accordingly we move on and we make our search better than the uninformed situation or the uninformed search. Okay, now the uninformed search, they are basically of three types. They are basically of three types. DFS, that is the depth first search. Depth, DEPTH, depth first search. Second is, the first is depth first search, the breadth first search, and the third is the uniform cost search. Now you find the names very much new, but we have to simply understand some technical terms that we are trying to use in our algorithms. Now, in the informed search, we have again three types. This is greedy search. It is called as the greedy, WEDY, greedy search. And then you have A plus or A star search. Okay. And then you have the graph search. The greedy search, the A star search, and the graph search are basically informed one, where you have the knowledge of the domain. Whereas the uninformed don't have any information about the stages. They simply move on with the rules. Now, when we will do all these one by one, you will immediately come to know what exactly are the different algorithms that we'll be studying. Because unless you go with the approach, these things will not be totally clear. Stepwise. Now, in the informed, we have greedy search, the A star search, and the graph search. They are based with some information and some rules which make it very easy for the algorithm to work and get the solution fast or reach the goal state easily. Now, to understand further, we have to find out some points. We will think about this later. So when you have the types of the searches, uninformed search, we want to basically understand the algorithm, the time space complexities, and when to select a particular strategy. Means which search should be used by us under what conditions. Okay, probably, for example, when I'm using the algorithm for a water jug problem, that same search algorithm may not work for your chess algorithm. Probably we'll have to use something different. Okay, so what is the strategy? What exactly we'll have to apply? That really depends upon the application. So, which are the nodes to be selected and expanded? So, you will have to understand what the node is that we will check out. Okay. So, different technologies are to be discussed with this. Now, I will show you. See, it was very easy for us to go for the puzzle and write some stages. Okay. Instead of that, what I have done is I have drawn a tree. Everybody knows this is a tree. There is A, there is B, there is C, there is a D, E, F, G, H. So how many are there? 4 and 4, 8. Now each is a node. Each round figure shown is a node. Okay, is a node. So what exactly I want to explain is these are the 8 state example. This is called as an 8 state example. Now, I want to reach one particular goal. Okay. Given an initial state, you can take about the 8 puzzle example also. Given one state, you want to reach one goal state. Okay. Now there are many chances or many methods that you can go. Okay. So what is that? When I'm trying to move from one node to the other node, I have to take one path, one path, or that successive stages are linked by one path. They are linked by one path. So from this node diagram or the state diagram representation, I will see that how many methods I can reach the goal. How many methods I can reach the goal. From that, I will be able to find an exact path which I am talking about. What should be my correct method of going to the goal? Let us see. So, blind method we are following, and we will be discussing these, but before that we will think about what exactly is the 8 state example, a random state example that has been taken. This has nothing to do with any application taken till this day or any application or any puzzle. Okay, So let us start with the initial condition A, reaching to the goal state G. If I want to reach the G, there are many methods, is it not? For example, this is Sholapur, and probably this is my destination, probably Kolhapur. In the meanwhile, I had taken some example. So I can reach Kolhapur. Suppose this can be you can say Sangola, something like that. That can be my intermediate step. Okay, so to reach one place, this Kolhapur, how many methods? I have via Karnataka, Bijapur also I can go. So likewise, I have constructed the whole the travel in terms of the nodes. Okay, the first in condition, first node will be the first city that I will be crossing, then the second, and then the third, and then the next is the destination. Probably I will reach this place via so and so. How will I convert this particular tree, I mean the search state into a search tree? I will be unfolding this search. How will I unfold this? I will make a search tree. So this tree I have drawn here. What is this called as a search tree? Okay, I assume that the search diagram, that is the state diagram representation. This is the state diagram which can be converted into a search tree, which can be converted into search tree. So this is my goal. This is my goal. The G is my goal, and the initial state is A. Initial state is A. Now what I will do is, this is my first state. I have taken it here as a node, one node. Now to reach this goal, who is my immediate node? So I from A I can go to B, I can go to C. Okay, I can go to B, I can go to C. So have I drawn them B and C? Yes. Now from B I can go to D or E. D or E. So I have to draw this B or D. Okay, and from C I can go for D or G. D or G. This is my G and this is my D. Okay. Now from D I can go to B, I can go to F. So have I done? Yes, I can go to C and then I will see that further I can expand. So from D I can go to C, I can go to F, I can go to, yeah, that's it. D, C and I can go to C and F. Both I have. Now after C I can further go to G. I can go to from C to G. I can go to F. Okay, first I will put it here. G. This is the last. C to G. Then we'll talk about this later. C to G. Then if I'm going from D, can move from F. F from F I can go to G and H. G and H. Coming to this side. From C I can go to G. I can go to D. I can go to D. From D I can go to B or F. B or F. Okay. Now B can be expanded to E. No further branching. Okay. Now from F I can go to G and H. Okay. Now the whole tree has been drawn. The whole tree has been drawn. Now just see that if I want to, these are my goals. Is it not? States. This is my goal state. Now it is up to you. These are all possible paths. These are all possible paths to reach the goal. So only if you're going from A to B to D, C and G, you can reach the goal. Again, to reach the goal via F, you can come through A, B, D and F. Okay. If you are moving through C, you will come from A to C, C to G. And if you are moving from A, C, D, F path, you can reach to the goal. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 paths existing. Now we have expanded every node. We have checked all possible paths and we have unfolded this state into the search tree. After this, we can see that the goal can be reached in so many steps in this. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. If I take, I will call it as 1. Suppose if I give some metric values here. Suppose this is 1, this is 2, then I can say 2. If you go for this is 1, I'm giving simply the numbers so that you can calculate. Like this. If I want, now these are the dimensions depending upon the length that I have done. Okay. So if I want to go to this, how much is the count of the path? Path count is 1, 2 unit. What is this? 3, 4, 5, 6. Path 1 will be 6. If I go to this goal again, 2, 4, 5. The path 2 will be 5. I have another path that is 1 and 2. That is path 3 is going to be 3. This is path 3, this is path 2, this is path 1. Now path for this will be P4. Again this is going to be 1, 3 and 6. So P4 again is 6. Just see that the path length required or the number of, we can say the path, the shortest path. We had so many paths. We found so many paths. You can take any path to reach the goal. But the shortest, the main slogan is you have to find the shortest path having low cost. Select that. Select that path. So this is the way you make the path and the tree drawing from the given state